Hey guys, Michelle here. Just want to talk a little bit about CBD, some more basics. Let's talk about the history and the legality of hemp. Let's talk about why we're deficient today. I think that's really important. Okay, so let's get into it. I have my notes here. A fun fact, this is crazy. The first American flag, did you know, was made of hemp. I like to say that our country was founded on hemp. It's been a part of our American history for a long, long time. In fact, in early American history, it was actually illegal for farmers not to grow hemp. So it's been around for a while here in the United States, but not only that, but since the beginning of time, hemp has been found in the clothing of ancient ruins. The seed of the hemp plant is used for food products and cosmetics. If you've been out and about anywhere, I'm sure you've been seeing hemp in everything. It's always been in the grocery store. We've got hemp milk, hemp butter, hemp protein powders, all kinds of hemp products. But now, because it's become very popular in the last few years, I mean, you can't go to a makeup store, you can't go to the shampoo section. You're gonna be seeing hemp in a lot of different things, and for good reasons. There's a lot of benefits. Not the same as CBD, but still a lot of good benefits with hemp. Okay. So those are coming from the seeds, just to be clear on that. The stalk of the hemp plant is used for clothing, rope, and construction materials. There is so much versatility to the entire hemp plant, but it's good to know the difference. Farmers in early American history used it as a rotation crop, which was really cool. So in the off season, when they didn't have their main cash crop, they would plant hemp. And it was an easy crop for them to grow. They could kind of set it and forget it. And what it did while it was in the soil was it remineralized the soil, because hemp is rich in a lot of different nutrients that was beneficial to their crops, to the animals, and to just to the whole ecosystem. All right, so a couple things. Let's talk for just a second about the difference between hemp seeds, hemp seed oil, and CBD oil, because they're different. Hemp seeds and hemp oil are high in vitamins and minerals. So a couple things, some of the vitamins and minerals that are in hemp are calcium, magnesium, sulfur, potassium, phosphorus, iron, zinc, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. So there's a lot of different vitamins and minerals in the seeds and in hemp seed oil. They only have trace amounts of cannabinoids though, okay? So there's a difference. Now, CBD is found in the leaves and the flowers of the plant, okay? So the seeds and the oil only have nutritional benefits. Okay, CBD is where you're gonna get all of those health benefits that we really, really want. So just be careful when you're buying products to make sure you know, is this a hemp seed oil or is this actually CBD? Because there is a difference, and this is where we'll get into later what to look for in a high quality product, because we don't want to be buying very expensive bottles of hemp seed oil. We wanna make sure we're getting our money's worth and getting CBD, which is what we really, really want. But let's go back really quick to the legality of it. Let's talk about that for just a second. So here's the deal. Because we were growing it here in the United States, it was getting into our food source. So it was mainly getting in our food source through dairy cows. The farmers were growing it. It was remineralizing the soil. The animals were eating out of that soil and grazing on that grass. And so in our milk and our cheese and our meat and our butter, we were getting a lot of these cannabinoids, even through pigs and chicken. But what happened was in the 1970s, they passed the Controlled Substance Act, which declared that all cannabis, including hemp, was considered a Schedule I drug, and it became illegal to grow here and produce. So backing up a little bit, as I shared before, in the 1940s, they discovered CBD, okay? In the 1960s, they discovered THC. That's what gives us that psychoactive effect. So there was definitely a confusion there, so that by 1970, they went ahead and just went away with it all, because they didn't quite understand the difference. So at that point, we no longer had it here in the U.S. soil. It wasn't in our food system anymore, and we were not getting those nutrients and those cannabinoids in our food. But here's the thing, because we were still using a ton of hemp products. In 2013, the U.S. actually reported they imported $620 million worth of hemp from other countries. So that's a lot. So because of that, they went ahead and in 2014 passed the U.S. Farm Bill. And this allowed industrial hemp to be grown again through 3 pilot programs in Colorado, Kentucky, and Oregon. So in 2014, hemp and CBD kind of came back on our own soil. And then in 2018, there was the U.S. Farm Bill update, which was huge, and this is where we're at today. And this specifically separated hemp from industrial hemp from cannabis, and it allowed it to be grown in all 50 states in the United States. So CBD has always been federally legal in all 50 states, but now it can be grown in all 50 states. But one of the coolest things about this update in the Farm Bill was that it removed CBD from the controlled substance list. So that is huge. So now we know that hemp and marijuana are different. CBD and THC are two different things, and we are clear on that from a legality perspective. So really, really amazing. We'll talk more about the health benefits in the next video, but what's cool just to be aware is that CBD is something that has been around from the beginning of time. Hemp has. There are so many different benefits and uses for our health, for just our economy. It's an amazing plant with a lot of different benefits. And when it went away, we really got deficient in it. And that is why it is so important to learn about this and to also start supplementing and adding that nutrient from the hemp back into our body so that we can have homeostasis and balance.